Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a very exciting The Row unboxing. If you're new here, hi, my name is Raisa. I primarily talk about my personal finances, my small business, and luxury goods. So if you're into that, make sure you're subscribed down below. Okay, this is very exciting. I got a package from my Teresa. I am not going to do like the full unboxing experience, but I did want to just call out that my experience with unboxing my Teresa packages is actually amazing. And I don't say that lightly because I have been buying luxury goods for many years, and it takes a lot for me to be impressed with packaging and all that stuff. Like sometimes I think like it's not intentional packaging, and as someone who owns her own small business, like I really care about that stuff. My Teresa packaging, 10 out of 10. It really felt so luxurious to me opening up a like $3,000 bag, and I really appreciate that. So if you're looking for that type of experience, especially when you're buying luxury goods, because I do think half of luxury goods spending is all about the experience, and it's hard to get that online, right, if you're not going into the boutique. So if you care about that stuff, I highly recommend my Teresa. But what we are all here for today is a very, I'm going to call it an underrated bag. I have not seen a ton of reviews, unboxings, or any really videos about this bag, which is the Row Astra bag. And I don't know why. Maybe because people haven't really seen this bag in person. I know like the Row, they only have a couple of boutiques in the world, and if you don't have a boutique near you, you have no idea how a bag feels and what it fits and all of that stuff. So I'm thinking this just kind of fell under the radar because of those reasons. I did see this bag. I'll just unbox it and then we can chat. But this is the bag. I got the Row Astra bag in black. I'm obsessed, and I'll tell you guys why I bought it and all that stuff. But I wanted to say that I saw this bag when I was in New York last month. I didn't really think anything too much of it. Obviously, it's not a big name for the Row. I feel like their big names are the 90s bag, the Marlowe, the Margot, the Terrace. What else? Like, I just feel like they have, oh, the Park Tote. Like there's just other bag styles that you think about when you think of the Row, and I feel like this is number 5 on the list of things. Like you'll think of other ones before you think of the Astra bag. I also don't know how new this is in their sort of collection, but I saw this. It was on display, and I did try it on, and I remember loving the fact that it had a very forgiving like shoulder strap. Like you can really sling your arm onto there. There's nothing I hate more than a bag that like doesn't really fit under your arm and it looks like a bit weird and awkward. This is not that. You have a lot of space. And the other thing is the quality of the leather, or just like the softness of the leather. It's not going to come through on camera, unfortunately, but this is the softest leather bag I've ever owned. And I'm usually afraid of those types of bags because I feel like they scratch easily, or they're just like super delicate. Another thing I hate is babying bags, and anytime I see a really soft leather bag, I'm like, oh, I have to baby that. And to spend thousands of dollars on a bag and you're not really using it, that like hurts my heart. So I always go for bags that I know I'm gonna use. So felt this in the store. I knew that it was, so it's leather inside out, which I will show you. I kind of like ruled it out almost because I'm like, that's gonna be too delicate for me. And it was also not a bag style that I've explored before. I usually like to do a lot of research on the bag, just watching videos of other people who own it. I didn't really hear anything about the Astra, so I kind of left it. I was like, it's nice, but I like didn't really think too much of it. Then I got distracted and I bought another bag. I got the 90s bag. And then after a couple of weeks, this is post-wedding now. I obviously during that time, I was really thinking all about the wedding. I got a cream 90s bag because of that. Post-wedding, I decided that I would sell my wedding dress and I would use that money to buy myself a bag. So that's kind of how I justified this bag. And then that's kind of when the bag hunt started. I was really into the Bottega Andiamo, and every time I tried it on, it just felt really like, I don't know, like professional, like I was going to a business meeting, and that just like was not really the vibe. I was really into it. I kept going back to the boutique just to try it on, but there was just something every single time that like didn't make me pull the trigger. And I kind of stepped back a little bit before I did a big purchase like that and looked at my bag collection just to see what was missing. I feel like I have every category of a bag except for a shoulder bag. So when I honed in on that, I knew the style of bag I wanted. I went back to the Astra bag, and as I did more research on it, again, there's not really much online about this bag. I decided to give it a try, which is why I ordered it from My Teresa and it came the other day. But I am so pleasantly surprised about this bag, you guys. Like, I love the softness of the leather. It's so luxurious. So I'll just talk through a bit about the bag. As I mentioned, the strap drop has a lot of space really for, this is not that thick of a sweater, but it's still a sweater nonetheless, and it like fits pretty easily. I did try it on with my thicker wool coat and that still fits as well, which is such a win because I want to wear this bag all throughout fall, all throughout winter, but also just like when I'm in a white tee and jeans, which is, if I take this sweater off, like that's the fit, and it still looks really good. I really do think it's kind of like a 365 bag, which is just a bag that you can use anytime. It's so timeless because of the color and the style. And I don't know, it's just, the quality feels really amazing. It's got 2 zippers up there and it's in silver hardware. I can open the bag up like this, and inside you have 2 compartments on the side. So one is an open compartment. This is just an open compartment for all of your things. It does fit my iPhone 17 Pro. And then you also have a zipped compartment, which we love. And this is just the Row tag. You can put like your wallet or your keys in there if you just want it to be more secure with the zipper. But inside, as I mentioned, is all leather. And I really like the structure of the bag as well. It's kind of like this bowling bag style of bag, but it's very like malleable. It's not super rigid. It's made up of all leather, which means like you can kind of like squish it just like that. So it kind of like bends and folds with you. There are some bags that I love when they do that, but then there's bags where I'm like, I want this bag to be structured. This bag, I love that it's very unstructured. So if you're looking for a bag like that, I definitely recommend this one. Like, even if you like fold it, I do think like this is going to travel well too. Not that I would like pack it. I think I would still like carry it on, but I just love that it's very flexible and it looks so, it's so good. Like, I feel like I'm gonna stand just so I can show you how the strap drops right there. It's just so chic. I don't think I have any bags like this. I love the fact that there's no logos on it other than, I mean, if you guys are familiar, there's usually the Row stamp over here. But otherwise you don't know what bag this is. I just know that it's going to be a very practical and functional bag that will stand the test of time because of the quality of the leather. Now I'm gonna do a bit of a like what fits in my bag. I like to carry a lot of stuff just like on a day-to-day basis, and I feel like this bag will just hold everything. I am currently in the market for a little like cosmetic case catch-all. I have my eye on the Celine cosmetic case, and I think that it's just gonna hold all the things I'm about to show you. But first, I've got my wallet. This one is from Celine. Next is my key pouch from Louis Vuitton. This one has all of my keys. Right now I have a lot of keys, and I'm a little bit afraid that it might scratch the leather on the inside. So this I have to be very careful with, and I just have to think about how I wanna store it because I don't wanna scratch the bag. This is kind of like a little catch-all of all of the things, like girly things that we need. So this just goes in there. I've got a pill box. That's what it's looking like under. And then we've got a soft case for my sunnies and then AirPods. And right now I feel like if I'm just going about my day, like that's all good and perfect. And there's still lots of space. If I wanted like a small tiny water bottle, I think that would fit. I also do think the bigger water bottles would fit in here as well, but it would only fit this way. If I was going to work, I do think I can bring this bag as well and just hold my computer, but I always bring a agenda with me, of course. So this actually fits, surprisingly. It can fit this way, which I think is such a game changer. So it's kind of like fitted onto like that side of the bag. And I love that there's 2 zippers. just think it's functional when you're trying to use the bag like on a day-to-day. You can just take that strap down and like open the bag just right there. And then you can like zip it up easily and sling it back on. I'm so thrilled about this bag, you guys. I love it so much. I had a hard time trying to decide which color to get. I ended up going with black just because I think it's going to be super timeless. But they have a dark brown, which I was so close to getting. I think that's a pretty dark brown. So if you go with that one, just because you have like a lot of black bags, I don't think you can go wrong with that one as well. They also have a burgundy as well, which is a pretty dark burgundy, but this is probably my new favorite bag right now. I love it so much. If you guys have any questions about this bag, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, you guys.